Good evening and welcome to the Daily News Roundup with Daily Mirror Online. You're with me, Bhakti Surya. Let's take a look at our headlines. No decision has been taken to impose travel restrictions during the New Year season. Sri Lanka is to continue using the AstraZeneca vaccines. Sarath Veerasekara says the face covering ban has nothing against the Muslims. New laws are to stop the felling of coconut trees without permission. Sri Lanka has been fined for slow over rate in the third ODI against West Indies. Sri Lanka is to obtain an aircraft for goods transportation on lease. Now diving into those stories in detail. The government has not taken any decision to impose travel restrictions during the Sinhala and Tamil New Year season. Co-cabinet spokesman Minister Ramesh Pathirana told the weekly cabinet briefing that people themselves should restrict their movements as the COVID-19 pandemic was not fully controlled in the country. Sri Lanka will continue using the AstraZeneca vaccines despite some countries suspending its usage over fears that it causes blood clots. Co-cabinet spokesman Minister Ramesh Pathirana told the weekly media briefing that some European countries had temporarily suspended one particular batch of the AstraZeneca doses, but Sri Lanka had not received that batch. He therefore urged the public not to panic and believe false stories. Minister of Public Security Rear Admiral Dr. Sarath Veerasekara has said that the proposed face covering ban was for national security purposes only and not against the Islam religion. Veerasekara told Daily Mirror that the proposed burqa and niqab ban was not proposed by the Rajapaksa government but was instead proposed by the former government, including the Muslim ministers at that time, soon after the Easter Sunday terror attacks. The proposed ban is yet to be submitted to Cabinet for approval. New laws will be introduced to stop the felling of coconut trees without permission in the future. While addressing a coordinating meeting at Gampaha district recently, Plantation Industries and Export Agriculture Minister Ramesh Pathirana pointed out that there is a huge demand for local coconut harvest in the international market and therefore the coconut cultivation in the country should be increased. Sri Lanka has been fined 40% of their match fees for maintaining a slow over rate against the West Indies in the third ODI in Antigua on Sunday, the ICC said. Richie Richardson of the Emirates ICC elite panel of match referees imposed the sanction after Dimuth Karunaratne's side was ruled to be 2 overs short of the target after time allowances were taken into consideration. The Cabinet of Ministers has granted approval to obtain an aircraft for goods transportation on lease to Sri Lankan Aviation Company Limited. With the outbreak of COVID-19 pandemic, most of the aircraft companies have paid attention to aero goods transportation since passenger transportation became limited. Considering the current market changes, it has become a fine opportunity for the main aeronautical companies to enter into the goods transportation market via main air routes, seeking the goods transportation market share. For further details on the stories, visit our website www.dailymirror.lk. Thank you for tuning in. I'm Bhakti Surya and this is the Daily News Roundup.